Good afternoon and welcome to TW White & Sons used car videos. Today we have a lovely Mazda CX-5 Homura automatic petrol. This is our demonstrator CX-5, which is now available for resale. So it's a one-owner vehicle, obviously only owned by us and only driven by us and for people that were test driving. It's the 2-litre 165 brake horsepower automatic with a torque converter gearbox, like they all are. It's a 23 on a it's a 2023 on a 23 registration, and I'm just going to walk you through some of the spec, show you around the vehicle, and then, like always, if you'd like to get in touch, then please do so either by telephone, by email, or via one of the websites that you're seeing this vehicle on. Now, with the Homura, it's sort of an in-between spec between the exclusive line and the Takumi. So it's what used to be between the Sport and the GT Sport. Obviously all the names have now changed, but it's one above the middle spec, but it's not the highest spec either. And what they were trying to do with this vehicle was to have a bit more of a sportier looking version to the exclusive line. So it's got all of the exclusive line kit on it, just with a few added extras, and to be honest, most of it is aesthetic. So you've got the black alloys, you've got the black gloss trim around the side of the vehicles, around the arches and the front and back. You then also have red stitching on the inside interior, leather seats, and then the little red decals here just to make it look a little bit meaner and a little bit more sporty. Especially in this deep crystal blue colour, I really love it. It's such a nice colour anyway, but up against the black it just looks really, really good. So things that you get with the Homura, you get the front and rear sensors, rear camera, heads up display, sorry I'm getting my words all mixed up, heads up display, cruise control which is adaptive, and because you've got the automatic, it is also it will bring you to a complete stop as well, which is really nice and handy. You have a 40-20-40 split in the rear seats, so that you can obviously adjust them just there, put either one side down or all of them down. You've got a 12-volt socket in the rear, and then you've got the BOSE system just underneath, but you do have a lot more room underneath than you used to in the CX-5. With the tray as well, the tray can now go underneath, so you can have a different level. But when this is in the normal position, you have a flat loading space there, which is quite handy. And when the seats go down, it is completely flat now, which is nice and you know, very handy for you. You can still put the parcel shelf underneath, so you just unclip it, take these sides out, and then it rests on here. So again, you don't have to put it in your garage, get it dusty, broken, and then never to be seen again. So it's quite handy to have that in there as well. Automatic tailgate. So with the new CX-5, obviously the lights have been changed at the rear and also at the front for the new design. Electric windows all round with rear privacy glass, ISOFIX in the rear on either side, and then in the centre armrest you've got some cup holder space, tablet space, phone space, and then USB chargers just there, which are the new normal USB USB 2.1, and then in the front, which I'll show you in a minute, you do have the USB-C, so the newer USB and the faster charging USB. The other good things about this version of the CX-5 is that you've got wireless charging and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Like always, this is your radar sensor for your adaptive cruise and your front braking system. You also do have the blind spot monitoring in the wing mirror there. Electric front seats either side, with the driver's seat being memory function, so it's quite handy if you have multiple drivers. Obviously both speakers just there. All electric windows, and then electrically folding wing mirrors and adjustable just there for you. You've got a boot button on the right hand side with some extra safety settings. And then as we get in, you've got automatic wipers and automatic lights just on the left hand side. So on the right hand side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control and your adaptive cruise, so you can see how far or how close you want the car to get in front. And obviously it does come up in the heads up display as well, which is a really nice feature if you've not had it before. Volume control, information, and putting, you know, calling and what have you on the left. So everything to do with your phone and radio is all on the left hand side. If you press the info button, it does change the screen in the middle, so you can have different versions. If you go abroad a lot, you can just push this button here and it changes it to kilometers, which is nice and handy, especially for speed limits and stuff. And obviously now the Europeans speak to us here in the UK. If you do get caught speeding, you will get a letter through the letterbox now. So, you know, it's good to know what you're doing. Down here, you've got your heated seats and heated steering wheel. You've got automatic air conditioning, which is climate controlled, so you can have different temperatures on either side, which is quite nice. So if you drive and you've got very different temperatures, you know, some people get hot, some people get cold, it's quite nice to have a bit of a change around. This is your wireless charging pad, so it is on a slope, but you do have these bits and pieces here just to catch the phone. Obviously with the auto, you get the sport mode button, which just makes you stay in gear a little bit longer. Doesn't give you an extra power or anything, but it does change the throttle response, so that's quite good. When going into reverse, you've got the rear camera there with the front and rear sensors, which is a nice feature to have. Electronic handbrake, and then the auto hold function as well. Now down here, like always, you use the spindle. You've got shortcuts on either side that you can go through, but when it is in Apple CarPlay mode, the screen is a touch screen, so only when you're stationary. So you can flick through CarPlay really nice and easy when you're stationary, but when you're driving along, it is still through the spindle. Cup holders, and then some extra storage in there with the USB-C. Now with your screen, obviously you have got, you can go through your fuel efficiency, you can see what you've been doing, and also this now is a mild hybrid. So as you can see at the moment, the engine doesn't need all of its power. So what it's doing is it's putting power back into the batteries that you have underneath the seat. And then when you've got your heated seat on, or your aircon on, or you've got your lights on, it's using that power that's stored up to then power those items in the cabin, so you're not losing any power. You've also got cylinder deactivation on the newer models as well, which is really good, because when you're not needing all of its cylinders, it cuts down, which cuts down on fuel consumption, which is a nice feature to have. In the main menu, you also have entertainment, so FM, AM, DAB radio, Bluetooth, all of that. You can connect your phone wirelessly, and then you've also got the navigation. So navigation system is really good, but I suppose if you have got a smartphone, then you probably will be using that anyway. Adaptive rear view mirror, so when you've got people behind you glaring, then it will go like a bluey color, just so it doesn't dazzle you. You also have a tilt and slide sunroof, which is quite nice, especially on evenings like tonight. You can put your heated seat on, have a bit of fresh air, or on a sunny summer's morning, it's quite nice as well. In here you've got vanity mirrors with LED lighting, and then plenty of space in the glove box, which is currently taken up by the owner's manual. So if you would like to come and have a look at the vehicle and test drive it, either for this particular version or for a new CX-5, then please do so. Give us a call, send us an email, or inquire through one of the websites you're seeing this vehicle on. Many thanks, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye bye.